All right, bro. So Paulie Malignaggi signing with Bare Knuckle FC. We got the news a few days ago. We're hearing about him. He wants to fight Artem Lobov if Artem wins his fight. And you know what? I want to see Paulie Malignaggi fighting Bare Knuckle FC. Here's the thing with it, though. You can't expect, like with Floyd and his expedition over in Ryzen, you can't expect these old boxers that are way out of their prime and, like, because they're really good at their sport, expect them to implement checking leg kicks, clinch game, ground game, BJJ and wrestling. Like, you can't expect them to implement all this in like a year and then be able to be the best at their sport and then jump to like full MMA and then like kind of adapt perfectly. Like, I don't know what you want. I feel like I kind of don't like what Floyd did. I feel like him doing this expedition in Ryzen, he's kind of just taking a joke out of MMA. He's trying to make it look silly. He's like, man, I'm going in here beating all these MMA guys. And they're selling it like that even though the MMA guys can't do MMA. They're just stuck in a boxing match with Floyd. And they can't say no because how much fucking money does that bring? Right? Well, I don't blame Paulie Malignaggi. I think he's going about it the right way. He's not necessarily, he can't get into MMA. He's a little too old. He's never going to fight on a very professional level in MMA. So I feel like going into Bare Knuckle FC when he's out of his prime and not so active anymore is the perfect place for him. It's really crazy, man, because this Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, it's real old school. A lot of people say it's barbaric, it's this, it's that. It's real old school. Like, it's not brutal. These dudes break their hands. It's a rough sport. It's a rough fucking sport, but I mean, if this grizzled old veteran boxer wants to jump in, I 100% support it. I would love to see Paulie Malignaggi fight again. He was my dude. Paulie Malignaggi. He was my dude. Before this, I always loved Malignaggi. Besides that, that's cool, man. I don't see if they fight, I don't see Artem Lobov beating Paulie Malignaggi. Even an old Paulie Malignaggi. I just don't fucking see it. Conor's fighting fucking Cowboy, right? So we got this thing going on, and now we got these delays, and this is why I'm sick of hearing about fucking Conor. They're going in the meetings, and apparently Conor's being offered a co-main with Cowboy, but he's throwing a bitch fit because he wants the main event. Well, here's the issue. You've been, how many times has Conor fought within the past 3 years, right? How many times has he fought? And then let's double up on that. How many times has he won in the past 3 years? I think we barely get that Eddie Alvarez win, but besides that, he lost to Floyd, he lost to Khabib, and he's been out for a real long time. So what the fuck do you expect? You can't like go out, do your own thing, start your own promotion, start your own whiskey, fucking start making your own money, not rub Daddy UFC's back and then expect them to treat you like the golden kid anymore. I mean, they let him get away with a ton of shit already, but now he's throwing a bitch fit because he's not the main event. I'm sure it's because he brings in the most money. That Kazi coin is lethal, my man. As soon as Conor blew up, that Kazi coin came in full. Conor versus Khabib and Conor versus MGS, Conor versus Eddie. Those pay-per-views sold huge. But I don't understand why he gets a main event. He's not fighting for a title. He's not even fighting for the next title shot. He's literally fucking fighting Cowboy Cerrone just as like a comeback match, because that's a striker he can win against in his mind. And so I guess that's how the UFC is setting it up. Cowboy wants this to be done because Cowboy's getting a payday regardless this is main event or not. I don't know. I think Conor's being a little bitch about it. Just fucking be a company man. He wanted to be a company man so bad. He was, back in the day, he wanted shares in the UFC. He wanted something he could take home to his kids. He got $100 fucking million with Floyd. He got a couple more mil versus Khabib. That's not even adding before with Eddie and Nate and 2 Nate fights. Like, Conor's rich as fuck. What else does he need? Like, I don't understand it. This is like that bullshit, like, you're only as good as your last fight, right? You're only as good as your last fight. And you might be, he changed the sport, definitely. He brought a lot more eyes to MMA, UFC in particular. But here's the problem. It's what you do. What can you do for me now? And what can I do for you now? And it's not really like the UFC's fault, because the UFC's kind of doing, well, what can you do for me now? Well, right now Conor's complaining, well, what can you do for me now? Like, it's a two-way street. They both like to, Conor, like, well, not even Conor necessarily, but you hear a lot of people say, like, nobody cares, your fans will jump off as soon as you lose your next fight, as soon as they'll jump on it as soon as you win your next fight. It's always, what can you do for me now? Yeah, but the fighters treat it the same way. When it's good, there's no issue, and then when it's going downhill a little bit, they're wondering why they're not getting their way anymore. Conor needs to, like, just fucking chill out, do his thing. We want to see him fight Cowboy. I want to see him fight Cowboy. I would love to see Conor McGregor fight Cowboy Cerrone, but I don't know what you want. If he really wants a main event that bad, then I guess make a 165 championship and then you guys can fight it for that. I don't know. Besides that, I don't know. I don't know how you can go over a title fight. That's not right. That's absolutely not right. Two guys who aren't even, like, not the number one, you're not even number one contenders now fighting for an interim belt. Just two guys in the lightweight division fighting should not look over a championship fight. I don't know, man. It's a real weird situation. I'm pretty excited for it, though. I hope they come to deals, and like I said before, I just hope fucking Conor deals with it. I hope, if he really wants that main event, I hope he gets it, but I don't really think he should. He's not the champion. What the fuck else? He never defended any of his fucking championships, so what do you want? Like, I don't get it. It's really hard to, like, kind of analyze this within my head, because you can't fucking figure out why a man who never defended any of his belts, he's on a 2-fight losing streak if you count Floyd, 1 if you count Khabib, he's not active, worth a shit, and now he wants everything going his way. Get the fuck out of here, Conor McGregor. Seriously, get the fuck out of here. Fucking fight talk, bro.